Hello, my brothers and sisters. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is fine. So, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine is not showing any sign of stopping anytime soon. And so, the president of Russia, Putin, has decided to enlist more soldiers. And oh boy, that hasn't gone well with the Russian population. So, please watch.
Vladimir Putin's latest decree is not going unchallenged in Russia, but the state's crackdown is hard nonetheless. A protest monitoring group says mass arrests have been made across the country, including in Moscow.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. The most valuable thing that they can take from us is the lives of our children. I won't give them my child's life.
Putin has called the mobilization necessary and urgent. He accused the West of crossing a line by providing sophisticated weapons to Ukraine.
I'd like to remind you that our country also has various weapons of destruction, and in certain aspects even more modern weapons than NATO countries. If there's a threat to the territorial integrity of our country, in order to protect Russia and our people, we will certainly use all the means at our disposal. This is not a bluff.
The announcement has also triggered an apparent exodus of people unwilling to join the conflict. Many of these Russians arriving in Serbia are still fearful of speaking in opposition to the war.
I speak with you and I'm afraid because my government and police can see it and I will have problem in my country. But I want to say freedom for Ukraine. I want to, please, somebody stop Putin.
The prices of one-way flights from Russia has been skyrocketing since Putin's speech. And they're still selling out fast.
Russian President Putin has decided to enlist more people to fight in the war in Ukraine. And the Russian people are like, no, we are not having it. This is not our war. There is nothing in for us in this whole war thing. And we don't even want this war anymore. And that is how bad things can go for you when even your own people do not support your cause. That is how bad things can go. You expect that in any country where the leaders and the people are working together, they will be happy to be enlisted and to fight for Mother Russia. But it's the other way around. The Russians are like, no, 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 we are not having it. The moms are like, we don't want our kids to die anymore. And like, there's no point of having this war altogether. it's so funny. Poor Putin. I pity him. No, but in all seriousness, right? In all seriousness, like many people have said, there is no point of having this war. And at the end of the day, nobody will win the war because Ukraine will be destroyed. A lot of people have died already in Ukraine, and Ukraine is suffering the damages of the war. Same goes to Russia. A lot of Russian soldiers have died. A lot of sons and daughters of Russia has died, and parents are grieving their lost ones. There is no win. And that is one thing people must understand, that violence and wars doesn't benefit anyone, well, except the manufacturers of ammunitions, except those guys. But what I mean is like the two countries fighting each other, none of them is gonna win. Because even if one side comes out of it as the victor, they still lose. Because many men must have died by then. So nobody wins. War is never a good thing. war should never be used as an option, because when a war starts, it's difficult to stop it. When you use the war approach to solve anything, you make it worse. Because then, instead of being friends with the people you are attacking, you are making them hate you, and you are now becoming their enemy. So it will be difficult for you to even negotiate or talk some sense into them when you are constantly bombarding them. So it's never a great thing. And that is why the Russians do not want to be enlisted in this war. So I would hope that Putin sees this as a sign that he has lost support for the war and decided to negotiate. The earlier, the better, because the way this war is going, it might degenerate into a third world war. Because behind the scenes, it's already a third world war. Maybe a third world Cold War. Because it's not just Russia attacking Ukraine anymore. It's Russia attacking Ukraine / the West. Because the West have been providing all sorts of ammunition to Ukraine. We do not know what Russia has been getting from China, Cuba, and then North Korea, or even from Iran. So you can see how things might quickly degenerate into a third world war. But my brothers and sisters, share your thoughts with us. What do you think about Putin's invasion of Ukraine? Do you think it's justifiable? And do you also think that NATO involvement or NATO trying to get itself into Ukraine might have been the reason why Russia had to invade Ukraine? Do you think that maybe, just maybe, Russia was pushed to the wall, so Russia had no choice but to fight back? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing your thoughts and opinions on the things that we cover on this show. And also, if you have any particular story that you would like us to talk about on this show, please send it our way through any of our social media platforms. Find them on this channel description section. You can support us with $1 or more through the crowdfunding website Patreon, or through our personal PayPal account. We shall be very, very grateful for anything that you send to us. Find all related links on how you can support us, and also our other platforms on this channel description section. Thank you very much for watching this video, and like always, see you in the next one, and cut.